Alright, so this video is going to be similar to the other one I did where I was down on the river bottom with all the gravel bar like this, alright? I'm going to show you a few more things that's I think will help you out, and that's pretty incredible. You know, before I do that, you know, I was just thinking about this river and all rivers. You know, sometimes I think too deep, but you know, it's just incredible how all these rivers around the world just constantly flow, just non-stop, and uphill on the ball earth, you know. But you know, just how the water just never stops. It's like, where does it come from? You know, you could go way up to the top of the mountains and the canyons coming down, the water's still flowing. It's just incredible. It's like, you know, I think about the fountains of the great deep. It's like, does that have anything to do with it? You know, I think about the sun. You know, we all know it's not 93 million miles away, but when you zoom in on it close, boy, that and the moon, it's really not very far. It's, you know, it's just incredible when you start thinking about God's creation and nature and how everything works. But anyway, I want to show you a few things. So first off, you know, see all this gravel here? Whenever it rains, this river, it'll be all the way up here, sometimes up here, and then it'll go down in a few days, and then all this gravel gets switched out. And I like coming down here to a few of them and just finding petrified wood that's recognizable. That's what people like. If I went to sell this as petrified wood, people would look at me like I'm crazy. This is what they want to see. They want to see petrified wood that they could recognize. Okay? All this. This is just recognizable, and you look here. I'm going to get this one wet. Hold on. See, it's pretty incredible. All this stuff. Even this little piece right here. Let me get it wet. So all this stuff, like this, more than likely came out of a plant, some kind of vegetation, maybe tropical, when you see stuff like that. But all this stuff right here is recognizable, okay? All of it. You see this darker one. But this stuff gets busted up, rolls in a river to where it doesn't look like this, and you look at all the different colors and different grains and textures. You know, it comes in, it's not just all dark brown, it comes in blonde, all kinds of different colors. You know, these right here. So it's not just always brown, okay? But this is what people recognize petrified wood as, okay? So let me, I want to show you something. I want to wet these logs here, so I'm going to pause it a second. Actually, I want to show you what they look like before they're wet. Okay, nothing special, but you look at the end here, you could imagine this type of stuff petrifying and looking something like this, with all like the pock marks in it and stuff. Could be bugs, termites, I don't know. And you look at this, imagine that petrifying. Okay, you look at the different colors here, different textures. You look here, here's the bark, you see the rings in it, that also petrified. So many different ways that these things broke apart and petrified, just like we see in the mountains, okay, but on a different scale. Okay, so let me pause it while I get these wet. Well, I accidentally shut the camera off instead of pausing it, but I want to show you this. Okay, it really don't change, okay, it just gets a little darker. You know, wood does all kinds of strange things. You know, the rings didn't get wet here. Hold on. So you see the color and the texture in it. Okay, so you see this pile right here, okay? Oh, before I do that, I wanted to show you something. You know, quite a few people mentioned about how, I forget his name, but he's got some friends that are geologists, and I guess they're pretty good friends, but they're so indoctrinated. And they have names for all the little rocks and minerals and gems when they go out exploring. And he says it drives him crazy, and I agree. All it is just everything. It's just remains of different petrified trees, plants, shrubs, bushes, vegetation. I remember, if you watch my videos, I showed you how the sap petrifies and creates the quartz in all different colors. So they talk about, like with the Indians, making flint or using a piece of flint like an arrowhead. But let me show you something. So you look inside these trees, okay, and you see what you see there, okay? That, you can see this, you can see this. It's like glass, okay? And there's a piece right here. Let me see, did I set it here? Let me wet it. So you see, it's like glass, okay? You look at this, okay? This is just like an arrowhead, what an arrowhead would be made of. But it's just part of the tree, okay? That's all it is. It's just part of the tree. It's not, flint is what they call it, okay? Let me see, let me find some more pieces. See, it's this stuff right here. That's all it is. It's in all this stuff. It's what's inside the tree. Okay, see. Anyway, so I just wanted to cover that. So anyway, I'm going to go through these rocks here, and I want to show you. Okay, we went through this once, but I want to show you a few more times. All right, I just picked these up out here, and I'm going to show you. Just remember the wood, okay, and that it's not always dark brown or brown. Okay, there's some of the grain in these trees, plants, shrubs, bushes, vegetation. The grains in them were feet thick, and then you get all kinds of different colors, from blondes and oranges and browns and tans. Okay, so some of this stuff was over there where it had dirt on it. So we're just going to start with this. Okay, I want to show you this. Okay, and we'll get it in the water, and you'll see. Okay, just going to set this aside. Just going to randomly pick. Okay, I didn't show you that one before. Okay, it's just part of the tree. Okay, I'll show you this one before. Okay. Watch out, Grace. It's just wood, okay? I'm not going to say it's just wood after every time like last time. Okay, see this one? Okay, you see the flat edges here and here. You see that? Okay. Now just keep looking. You see here, okay? It's got the flat edge on both sides. And I rub that one off. It's got a film on it. But you look at it. Okay, let's get another one up. I didn't show you that one. Yeah, I'll show you this one. Okay. It's just wood, and this also has the flat edges. It's just rolled and rounded in a river. All of this stuff. Okay, let me do this one. See, it also has the flat edge against my palm. Some of this stuff is just round as can be, but it's just different parts of the tree, okay? There's this one. She learned how to swim today. She's shaking, she's a little chilly. Okay, so let me show you this one. Okay. See the flat edge on the left, right here. Remember, that's just the way they break down. Here's a piece of blonde one. Okay, it's just part of the tree, it's all. We get this one. Okay, see that? This one I bet looks pretty good. Oh yeah. See that? They lie about everything. Okay, all this down here, every single piece comes from a plant, tree, shrub, bush vegetation. You know, not all of it's going to look like this because there's different colors and different grains. Okay, look at this one. I got some really cool ones here, man. So I hope you just bear with me and look at some of these. Okay. Okay, see this one. Okay, watch. This is what I'm talking about. It's just different color grain on a tree. That's all it is. It's pretty incredible stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get that one wet. Look at that. Imagine if that was polished up and lacquered. Yeah, they have a name for everything, but it's not what it really is. Yeah, let's look at this. This one ought to look pretty nice. Okay, and you see when they dry off, they don't look like petrified wood. It's this, they're just not recognizable. Okay, see, that one's not going to look recognizable to a whole lot of people. Okay, let's look at this one. This one ought to be pretty good. Where you going, Grace? Huh? I'm gonna pause it a minute. Hold on. See what she's doing. Let's see what she's doing. Maybe she hears something. Yeah, she probably hears something. She chased a fox off. Not a fox, but a coyote. I don't know how, but she got within 10 feet of me. And she chased that coyote off 6 times. It kept coming back, but I think it had where we were, there's a lot of old coyote dens. So I think she probably had pups. So I'm gonna go check on her because I know there's a couple pit bulls that live way over there on that farmhouse. So actually there she is there. Come on, girl. Gracie! Here she comes. She is such a good dog. You know, it's so crazy. She is just like my alley girl. I mean, I would swear she's reincarnated. It's so crazy. She's identical. Good girl. Lay down, girl. Good girl. Watch out. Alright, we'll check these out again, okay? Let me dip this one in. Okay, let's look at this one. Boy, that one's really a nice grain. Really a nice looking piece of wood. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah, that one really came out nice and dark. Okay, look at this one. See, all this stuff just looks regular. Just no different than all that out there. You look at that beautiful grain on there. Yep. Let's see. Let's see this one here. Yeah, really dark brown. Let's see this one here. That's a nice grain on there. Yeah, sure is. Okay, let's check this one out. Okay. It's like a blonde color grain. It's got the flat edges. Okay, let's check this one out. That's beautiful. Yeah, when that white, like, it has like a film on it, comes off. Watch this one. This one's gonna be beautiful. Oh yeah. Look at that. It's incredible how it just completely changes. And you really see what it is. Yeah, they lie about everything. So here's another piece from the inside, like similar to this. You know, and this right here, but it's dark. It's just part of the inside of the tree. I guess they would call it flint. So see here, okay. Look at that beautiful grain on there. This is amazing. It just blows my mind when you know, this all came to me. It was just really incredible stuff. Yeah, you know, and it makes you know, Jesus says, you know, you got to be as a child. And I'll tell you the truth, when I started learning about all this and my eyes were open, it was literally like being a child all over again, going to the mountains and exploring, because everything's new, you know. It's really incredible. Let's try some of these other pieces, okay? Look at this one. This one's gonna be nice. Look at, hey, you don't hurt that bug. She was, wow, look at this piece. That's beautiful. See that? Okay, let's check this one out. Okay, let's get it wet. I'm gonna only do a few more, all right? But you see the beautiful grain on there, okay? Let's do this one. You see the flat edges? Just like everything breaks apart. Oh yeah, look at that. It's just been rounded and smoothed, that's all. It's incredible stuff. Hey, let's do a few more. Let's do this one. Okay, let's just do a few more of these. Okay, let's do this one. It's kind of cool. Let's see here. Oh, I bet this one's going to be beautiful. Yeah, this one's going to be nice. Look at that grain. That's incredible. Might keep that one. It's a nice one. This one guy sent me a message and told me that his office or whatever has so many rocks in it that his wife always complains about. It's gonna, the floor is gonna crash in. Look at this. This is beautiful. And I really don't know how well it's showing up on camera now, but from my view, I mean, it's just a beautiful grain. You know, you just look at this stuff. It's no different than all this. It's all just pieces and parts. It's just not, you know, just because, hold on a minute, just because it doesn't look like this, I mean, like this, with all the jagged edges and, you know, it doesn't matter. It's just round, you know, this here could round and smooth, right here. This could round and smooth. Let me show you, so this piece here could round and smooth, the bigger one in my hand. And then it's gonna be just like this when it rounds. And it's not gonna look, you know, like this. All this. Okay, let's try one more piece. You know, that's really a beautiful piece of wood. You know, it's a rock, it's stone, but it's petrified wood. All of this, okay? It's just rolled in a river, and it's not recognizable. And you can go look at the bigger rocks that are big as cars or trucks or buses that are in the river. Look at them close. You know, I think these little demonstrations like this, I hope they help you understand and see the truth, okay? Let's look at this little tiny piece. I bet this is gonna be nice. Yep. Look at that beautiful grain. You know, it's incredible. One more piece, okay? Or we'll do a couple more. Okay, you see that? It's no different than any of this stuff out here, okay? Let's dip it in the water. Look at that beautiful grain. See that? It's incredible. You know, you could get the blonde, okay? It's not always brown. Okay, you got a lighter type of wood here. That's all it is. Yeah, it's incredible. That's a beautiful piece of wood there. You know, if you shellacked it, buffed it, it would look just like that permanently. You know, let's look at this one. Look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, I could sit here all day long and do this. All of it. I'm going to do this one here. Okay, this is just part of the sap that's mixed in with some of the wood. It's incredible. It's a beautiful piece of wood. Okay, you see this one here. Okay? Look at that beautiful grain. Yeah, that is incredible. It's beautiful. Would have set this right here and let it dry a minute. I want to look at that one again. Let me wipe it off. Hold on a second. Okay, we'll let that one dry a little bit and take a look at it. Okay, I don't know. There, you know, it's all the same. Let's look at this one right here, okay? It's nice, nothing spectacular, but you know, it's, you know, this when you go out rock hunting, you know, it's kind of cool. Yeah, all this. Let me look at this little piece. You know, nice grain. Yeah, I mean, some are better than others just with the grain, but you don't know until you wet them. So, we'll look at this one right here, okay? It's kind of a cool grain. Look at that. Okay, look at this one, okay? It's got the flat edge on the right side. It's a nice grain. Okay, this one here is dry again, okay? I want you to look at it before you get it wet. Okay, it's really nothing all that special. But when you get it wet, that grain really comes out nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of wood. Look at that. Yep. Alright, well, you know what? I think I've proved my point, I would hope. And I hope it makes your adventures a lot more interesting when you go out into the mountains. You could go to the park, you could go to the local river. You know, it really don't matter. You know, it's like living in a whole new world. Anyway, when I get home, I meant to put a picture of the, if you watch my other videos, the gold ore, the chalcopyrite. So when I get home, I'll take some pictures of that, include it right after this video here ends. And if you watch my video, I forget what number it was, I've made so many. When I was talking about the gold and the rings, I think. But I'll show you the, you know, because gold, silver, the iron pyrite, fool's gold, chalcopyrite, it's all the same. It all runs together. It all runs with the quartz. The quartz comes from the trees, okay? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. Comment. Let me know what you think. And if I can answer any questions, I'll be happy to. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Look at this thing. My sweet girl, Gracie. I named her Grace. It's incredible how she is identical to Allie. There's no words for it. It's like she was reincarnated, and she just came like that, just kind of manifested and showed up. Yeah, it makes it a little easier, but you know, I know she's not Allie, but she is. There's no difference between the two. She does everything that Allie used to do, her characteristics right out of the gate. It's incredible. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. So I wanted to show you one more piece before I was packing up, getting ready to leave, and I found this piece right here. I want to show you this. If you watch my videos on the sap that's in the trees, that's the quartz. So see this piece here, okay? This is a really good example of the sap that's in the tree, okay? That petrified. So I'm gonna get this wet. Okay? You see the beautiful grain on the wood there. Okay? And all this is just part of the sap that petrified within the tree. Okay? I just wanted to throw that in just for a little bit more of your knowledge. Okay? When you wet this stuff, it's incredible. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Well, I was on my way back to my Jeep, which is right up there, and I had to cross underneath this bridge here. And I want to show you these rocks. They're similar to the ones I showed you in that river by the spillway. But I'll show you. All this is just the remains of a giant tree, and it's not a cedar tree. I don't know what kind it is, but I'll just randomly show you some pieces as we go. Okay? And remember how most everything breaks off flat, and how you see all the different grains and textures in this tree. The sap that petrified. Okay, we're just going to walk across and I'll show you some pieces. Yeah, and if you get this stuff wet, it's no different than I just showed you. You really see the grain in it and what it is. So when you see this stuff, you know what it is. And you know, I've showed you in many of the videos how you always get these ledges. It's just the way the tree breaks down. Yeah, you get that wet. It's no different than what I just showed you on the smaller pieces. Let me go up here, and remember, they always break off flat. Anyway, that's all it is. It's just pieces and parts. It's everywhere, like I told you, just at the banks and businesses and apartments and even your own home. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna head out. Sun's about ready to go down. I gotta go eat. So, thanks for watching.